All right, it looks like we are live. Let me just check. Clicking the thing, and I'm getting an ad. We love that. The ad needs to, it's an ad for ad block. That's interesting. I'll leave it at interesting. Welcome to the stream. It is a Sunday night. We are 24 countries deep on our current run. And when I say deep, it's not that deep. It is 24. That's usually what we were able to do in like an hour and 45 minutes. So we're rolling with it. We'll be good. We'll be good. Christopher Like's already in the chat saying we are back. Hello, GeoPimps and Ewan. Hello, Christopher Like. Excited to get this rolling. Let's try to get this streak past 60 today. Realistically, what's going to happen is we're going to mess up something in the Balkans, and in an hour and 45 minutes from now, we're going to be playing Christopher Like's map. That's how this is going to go. I'm looking into the future, and I'm looking at this van, and I don't recognize the language in the slightest. Don't know if anyone else does. He's Ash and a Siggy. Absolutely. What that... It goes hard if the Google car is coming by. That is Baltic. I feel Baltic with this poll here. Wanderer saying have faith. I know. I shouldn't be so doom and gloom about it. But we haven't had much luck the past like 6 months of streams. We used to be so good, and now we're just, this is almost. Is that Romanian? No. Yes? Is it? There were multiple right? Am I just... This is Romanian. This has to be. I feel so strongly in that. Automobilu, look, that is Romanian. Where's the Romanian flag? It is 100% Romanian. Cat saying good evening. That's Lithuanian or Latvian. Boo. Okay. So going back to what I said about this being Baltic. So ignoring the Romanian tangent that I just went on. We've got a sign up here. Laboratory something. Neoteku Valika. I could not tell you if that's Lithuanian or Latvian. Gotta learn conversational one of them so that I can start to tell them apart. Katz is saying this is Lithuanian. I'm happy to trust that. Anyone against this being Lithuania? Anyone think it's Latvia? Romania? Signs blurred out. Numo. The sirens have started earlier in the stream than normal today. Isn't that fun? Love the sirens. Let's see what else is there out here. Bus. Yep. Cat's saying it. We can hear the sirens too. Yep. That's. They're just always out there. It's a ton of fun. Just as long as I'm never the one in the ambulance, I don't mind the sirens too much. All right. Well, it's Lithuania. It's very clearly Lithuania now. There we go. Hilarious red herring if that wasn't. This looks nice. I feel like we should go this way. Let's Let's see what's here. I was hoping that by getting a proper microphone that there would be some level of noise cancellation, like if the ambulances or the fire trucks are going by, you're not hearing it. But I guess not. Or I don't know how to do that with the microphone. Because candidly, all I did was plug it in and start using it. So maybe I need to play around with the settings of it. Yeah, because there's a button on the far side that says gain, and it's like a dial. I have no idea what it means. No idea what it does. Blurry coverage right here. It's definitely Europe, but I don't know where. Let's keep doing some digging. No words yet, which is fun. I love when nobody decides to use their language. Keep on moving. This is an interesting structure. Christopher likes saying need to get a Blue Yeti mic. This is a Blue Yeti mic. This is literally a Blue Yeti mic. I just don't know I don't know what any of the features do. I just know plug in and talk. It would be worth dedicating some time to figuring out how to use it properly. Here we go. Rare X. No idea what that is. EU plates. Who saw that coming? What a shock. But it's, I thought I was going to be recording, Total TV, still don't know what that is. Got a Rift, Albania maybe. But I thought I was going to be recording, what are they called? Voiceovers this week for the Montreal video, and then I tried... So hence the mic. And then I tried uploading this. It needs to be in sync with the map scene, but then I went in to try to export the map scene, and it crashed my computer like twice. And then I went and looked at the map scene, and I realized that the After Effects file for it was basically this house of cards balancing on like 2 random cards, but I couldn't find those cards. The whole thing was just a mess. So I've spent the last day and a half building that scene from scratch, and it's just like placing the little pins on the map, and it's been fun. It is what it is. Let's speed this up a bit. Blurriness. Christopher likes saying this is the Balkans. I can agree with that. I'm feeling Albania with the Sky Rift. Let's look at what's going on a bit here. Yep, all blurred. Yeah, not much help here. Still have not seen words other than Total TV. And I've never heard of Total TV before. So we keep on going. Out of civilization, it seems. And, more civilization. That's convenient. W Dig saying, what's up, y'all? What is up, W Dig? Welcome in. Come on, let me click. There we kind of moving. No. It's darkness. Alright. It's not like we're getting much from these houses anyway. No one is putting up a sign that says things that could give us clues in a language. Everyone's just hanging out without words. It's unfortunate for us. Oh, oh. No, we're not going to be able to read a single thing on this. No, we really can't. Because it's dark. There we go. Yep, it's way over here. Can't read a thing. Let's keep moving. Ooh, Kat's saying I'm now packing for my flight tomorrow. Is that your, That's the London flight, isn't it? Oh, W Dig saying flying to Basel? Or somewhere else first? Because I thought Eurovision wasn't for another week. Right? Ooh, here we go. Oh, I shouldn't read this truck, though. The truck is going to be misleading because trucks move. Podgorica. Trucks move. Not worth it. Okay, yeah. Cat saying yes to London for my friend's wedding on Wednesday. That'll be awesome. Feels like it's just kind of snuck up. W Dig saying Montenegro. Yes, but like we gotta be cautious here to not. That truck could be anywhere in the world. Well, it has to be in this part of the world. And I guess again with the, it's here. It's here. But trucks move. Okay, W Dig saying it's one of the Rift countries. I didn't realize Montenegro was one of the Rift countries. Come on, keep moving. And those are the first words we've seen, which is wild. It's kind of funny that after several minutes, the first word we see is Podgorica. Kind of wild. Come on, let's keep moving. Okay, Christopher Like saying Total TV is not in Albania for what it's worth. That is huge. That is actually massively important. Prepare for Takeoff saying hey there. Welcome into the chat. Prepare for Takeoff. Still no words anywhere. What a nightmare. Maybe on this van. I feel like vans don't go as far as trucks. They do move, but okay, yep. White van. No words. Love it. Absolutely love it. So, moving on, we have stuff. More stuff. No words. Part of me wants to just send Montenegro at this point, but this is Tesh. Thinking like that is what has prevented us from a triple-digit streak for months. Yeah, it's a good point, W Dig. Albania doesn't use Cyrillic. Montenegro does. I think they're dual script. They are dual script, right? Here we go. Frickom. No idea what that is. Can't read that either. Loving this. Skull. I assume that means school. Anno 1896. Coca-Cola, Beck's, awesome. Just classic Montenegrin brands. Oh, okay. W Dig saying Nixik is also in Montenegro. How do we feel about it then? How do we feel about sending Montenegro? I think this is safe at this point. I think we're okay to do this. Does anyone object? We have Vranstica. I couldn't tell what letter this was here. It's very clearly an R now. Oh, this means pharmacy in several languages. All right. I think we do it. Nice. Nice. Oh, look at that. We made 6 correct guesses in country streaks. That's cool. Wow, I hope we can get 7. That would be awesome. We've never done that before. Hold on, slightly confused. I'm a little thrown off here. Come on. Let's go this way. Okay, that's a Japanese play, right? Right? But the script doesn't match. WDig sings Singapore, Christopher Lex saying Taiwan. So those weren't Singaporean signs. It's English, and yeah, Hong Kong would make sense. Hong Kong is the only thing that makes sense to me here, but I think China has blue plates. Let's go back and look at this fence. Either way, whether it's Taiwan, let's see GeoGuessr's official stance. Oh, I can't even click on it. Sick. Hong Kong seems to make sense. Come on. I'm skeptical about the plates, though. That's my only thing here. But the English and the Mandarin and the landscape all track for Hong Kong. Look at... I don't know what this stuff means. Kowloon, so I'm assuming that means you have to take a tunnel. So is that, say, here? Okay, WDig is saying Kowloon, definitely Hong Kong. Alright. Let's do it then. Awesome. Oh, look at that. We're getting close to the... Oh, we didn't make 6 correct guesses. We made 2. We're at 3 of 6. That's exciting. This immediately feels German or Dutch. And yep, that's Dutch on the sign. Unfortunately, this could still be Belgium. So, which direction do we go? Feeling this way. Come on. Ooh, what's this? There's people. People on bicycles. Wienermarkt, Wienweg. There's a structure here. What will we see at the structure? Not much. If we could just find a car with Dutch plates, that would pretty much seal it. That car is Dutch plates. Those are Dutch plates. WDig saying I like Netherlands over Belgium, as do I. Do these cars have Dutch plates? Yes, they do. This is the Netherlands. Any objections? No, not that. There we go. Any objections to the Netherlands? Not Belgium. Yep, Chris Lex saying Netherlands. Oops, I right-clicked instead of left-clicked. There. Oh, wow. That is very almost Germany. That is scarily almost Germany. Yikes. Okay. This will be one we may need our thinking caps for. However, we do at least have a sign here with no road numbers. Awesome. So, this is obviously going to be left-hand drive, no matter what. Like, before we saw this sign, I could have told you this was left-hand drive. Just because of where we are in the world. We know where we are in the world. We're here. Here. Somewhere, Kenya to south. And as Sleems is saying, probably either Botswana or South Africa. I completely agree with that. I remember back in like the third ever stream, reading a Reddit post saying that South Africa, it was a South Africa versus Australia post, and it said South Africa has yellow lines on the outside, Australia has yellow lines in the middle, because we kept messing up those two. I don't know about Botswana though, but these lines do line up with South Africa. Though another thing I will say, South Africa usually numbers their roads. So this sign would say like the N11. Okay, yeah, Slim saying Botswana is the same as South Africa. It totally could be either. I don't think the dirt is dark enough. Sorry. I think the dirt is too dark to be Botswana, potentially. But we'll see. So let's find out what this sign is up here. Oh, wait, this might actually be incredibly quick. No, it doesn't. Creating opportunities. I don't know. Anyone getting anything from this? I don't think either of these are a South African emblem, which makes me think Botswana. Let's go down here. This heavily feels like Botswana. Right? I feel like the dirt is a little too dark, but also it's the right vibe for it to be Botswana. No. Man. This is a tricky one. Looking around. Nothing's helpful. We've seen only a few words and they're all in English. And they aren't helpful words in English. It's never... Hope you're enjoying Botswana. It's always welcome to this town without any other details. It's never helpful. I need to consider GeoGuessr players when making signs. Man, I really thought this would be helpful. I don't know, what are people feeling right now? TJ water drilling. Do not know. What's this? Come on. Load. It's a wall with a hole in it. I thought it was a painting. Christopher likes saying, I feel like it's South Africa. Okay. That is a vote towards South Africa. Is that a donkey? Nice. I think I may have accidentally scratched my eyelid a minute ago. So now it hurts. This is a rough one. Ooh. Space Ultra HD. No idea. No. Well, this is our fun one today then. Anyone get up to anything interesting over the weekend? Water drilling. No. Not helpful. Still nothing of use. Ill-Tired jumping in. I'm making a brief appearance, waiting for my bus to the mountains, but need to conserve battery. That is important. I hope you've got a portable charger or two. That is massively important when traveling abroad. But what mountains are you heading up to? Are you still in Taiwan? Slim Satan played a gig on Friday, and Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine was there. That's sick. Man. You feel like you got scouted, or was bro just chilling? So that'd be sick. You know what isn't sick? The lack of signage here. Okay, good. Ill-Tired has a portable charger. And last day in Taiwan. Okay. And creating opportunities toward human fulfillment. Awesome. Still nothing helpful on here. And we have to go this way, I guess. What's this say here? Water drilling. Still not helpful. But man, oh no. Okay, well, I'm just going to click on the return to start button and not go down that way. But that's going to be a doozy of a trip home, though. Yeah, Slim saying maybe IDK, but it was sick. Yeah, I mean, like, sick regardless. That is awesome. But, no, it could be 50-50. And I want to be somewhat certain about this. We need to return to a triple-digit streak. We haven't had one in a long time. We gotta get this. But Ill-Tired, how long is the journey home? So I'm trying to think. We're going up over Japan, and just probably connecting on the West Coast and then back out to New York. Yeah, that's a doozy. Nothing. There's just nothing. This is a nightmare. There's absolutely nothing for us to go off of. Just vibes. It's purely vibes. Here we go. Whoa, the same towns we saw before. We're definitely here-ish, right? Odds that these are going to be on the map. Low. It was a nightmare. Actual nightmare. Ill-Tired saying thanks. 25 hours? That's not bad. Taipei, Tokyo, Chicago, upstate New York. Yikes. Lenny primary school. Cat's asked if there are signs on the other side. No. Would have seen them. Unfortunately. There's this one here. Mapusa High School. What if... no. There's no world where this is Lesotho or Eswatini. But I'm prepping myself for the Trans-Pacific journey as well. Ill-Tired, I've got flying to the Philippines next weekend. So obviously the stream is not happening, but I have no idea where in the world I will even be this time next week. I will probably be on a plane. Where that plane will be, no idea. Still nothing helpful. Yeah. I'm going insane. Cat saying, ooh, you're going to the Philippines. Yup. Going to Manila. Will be a good time. So, next week's stream, not happening. Oh, that says .co.South Africa. WDig saying, wasn't Ewannnawe the FIFA ball from the 2010 World Cup? I don't remember. At all. So I will, if it was, and this is saying .co.South Africa, I know it moves, but if it's that and the ball, I'm comfortable with South Africa. But yes, I will definitely pick your brain on Manila Cats. It'll be a good time. But it'll be a hectic couple weeks, because it's just gonna be a nightmare. 5 of the next 6 weeks weekends I will not be spending in New York. So the stream schedule is up to date in the Discord. One of the Sundays there's like a bus or a train that I still have to book, and that might move one of the Sundays, but I will do that sooner rather than later. Christopher likes saying the fence, that is a South African style fence. That is 3 clues in South Africa's favor. I think we're fine. Anyone object? Cat's asking, do you know which general area you will be in Manila? Yes. Off the top of my head, no. But I do have the place booked. Here, what's this sign over here? Mufleni. Yeah. Manila for a week. Stateside 2 weeks. Then the UK. It's life coming at me at 1,000 miles an hour. If not quicker. What's this sign say? Alright. Let's send it. Nice. Did not expect it to be that far up there. I was definitely expecting along the border with Botswana. So let's go to the next. Okay, Cats is saying Limpopo is South Africa. Gotcha. I'm pretty sure I knew that. I just hadn't seen Limpopo. Or, like, registered that I'd seen it. What are we doing? What is this? Odessa. That literally says Odessa. This says coffee bar. Haha. I can't do that thing. I used to be able to do the thing. But look at that. Look at that. Rosetta Stone right here. Look at me. Master of languages. Let's get it. Any objections to Ukraine? I'm seeing Ukraine. Okay, Cyrillic and Ukraine. Let's do it. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Duolingo. That was cool. That was a proud moment for me. Climbing lane ends 150 meters ahead. Cat saying I need to learn Cyrillic after I come back from Europe. Yeah, you'll need it for your trip. It's honestly fun because, like, I remember. What side of the road are we on? Okay, yeah, left hand. Could this be Kenya? But what's it? Kat is saying is giving Kenya vibes. I remember, like, by the time we were in Kyrgyzstan, we were driving back to Bishkek from Issyk-Kul. I remember when we'd pass signs, I'd sound them out just to practice my Cyrillic, and the amount of words that were the same was wild, or were at least mutually intelligible, were wild. Because I'd sound something out, I'd be like, well, a cafe, for example, or telephone, stuff like that. Church of Africa, I would love if they could get slightly more specific. Not that specific. Church of Africa, country, Maraca branch. Ooh, Christopher Lex saying Bald and Bankrupt finally got into that mysterious space museum in Ukraine. I didn't know about a mysterious space museum in Ukraine. Did watch a cool Cold War documentary, though, last week. YOLO Lounge and Grill. Awesome. And it was cool seeing kind of like footage from the Soviet Union and being like, yeah, I just went to the former Soviet Union and that's how stuff looked. It's kind of cool. Would love to be able to go to Russia someday. But, you know. Stuff happens. Stuff is happening. I thought this was about to be the South Africa van and I was going to lose my mind. I was going to be so confused. What's this over here? No, we're not crossing the street, I guess. No. Alright. What's, okay, the alphabet. Numbers. 3 plus 2 is 5. Yep. All checks out. It's correct. I think that's a Ugandan plate, which would match with Kenya because it's neighbors. I don't think this is Uganda because it's never Uganda, but might be near Uganda. That's another Uganda. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm saying, I guess. I'm still Team Kenya here. Slim's asking, wait, car meta. That's this thing. More of this thing. It's white truck in some and not a white truck in others. Okay, Slim's saying this might be Uganda. Stoneview Hotel. Oh my, I definitely think I scratched my eyelid too hard, and I've cut it slightly. Okay, let's go back. What's this sign say? Dump site, 5 kilometers. Awesome. Church of Africa again. Nope, just something else. Different church. Bethsaida. Interesting, there's the whole thing for a climbing lane. Don't know what that is. The We Alliance Party Trap. Corn store. Hatva shop. Well, this will be helpful. These... Huh. Cat saying so much English here, but no mention of the country yet. Christopher Lexing feels too developed for it not to be Kenya. Here's the A1 that's mentioned there. Uganda has a B road. Has B roads. Oh, Cat saying there's a Kisumu on the map. Yep, there it is. Does the A1 goes through it. This is almost certainly Kenya. Yeah, there's Kakamega. So we're between Kisumu and Kakamega, which can only be in Kenya. Unless we're somehow... like... No, we're in Kenya. Anyone object to that? Christopher likes saying Kenya, Cat saying Kenya, send. Let's do it. Love it. As I said, between the two, though very much in Kakamega. Now, we are in Random Europe. Woo! I love Random Europe. This is Italian. If I wanted to be funny, I would just do Italy right now. But I know better. Oh, it's the same sign. I'm trying to read this one. Nope. Yep, exactly. Cat saying be careful. This might be San Marino or Switzerland. That's why I'm not doing it. We've learned. Italian doesn't necessarily mean Italy. We have evolved. We've learned. We've grown. Yep, Italian. This doesn't look like Switzerland. This is a San Marinan sign. Am I insane? That's a thing, right? The San Marino signs have the blue outline. No way. Yeah, exactly, Cats. I feel like it should be more light blue than that. But Cat saying learning Italian too in Duolingo now. I remember you saying that a couple weeks ago. How's that coming for you? It's too flat to be San Marino. It's not Switzerland. I want to just do it. I want to just click Italy. I want to YOLO. Cat saying someone said it's easy. I feel like it... I feel like if you have the base knowledge of other Latin languages, it's easy. Because it's like I can read that. Private Street. Sivoli Street. Like it's easy if you have the base knowledge of other Latin languages, but I have no idea what other languages you speak, Cats. Yeah, Cat saying I feel like this is San Marino. Castle of Domagnano? I'm just not gonna butcher that. Domagnano sounds just ridiculous. This is see, Street of Mount Olive. Oh, okay. Everyone's saying go look at San Marino. I think there's a place called that there. Yep. Domagnano. There it is. Anyone object? Look at that. Aren't you glad I didn't just click on Italy? Imagine if that had burned us again. Like the third time in a month. Alright, let's do it. Honestly, seeing it there just now gave me flashbacks. Oh, what was that, like last July? That we lost the 500 streak? Kind of feeling Malaysia. Nope, that's an Indonesian flag. Exactly, Christopher, like that was a trap. And yeah, W Dick saying that will always be the OG trauma. That is like, that moment is seared into my brain for the rest of my life. Because watch the stream just continues on for years and years, and we never get to that number again. And it started literally the 4th stream. Cat saying me and W Dig are somehow pros about the European geography. It's the Eurovision knowledge. I don't know if San Marino had an entry this year. I have not watched the video in the Discord. I need to. But oh yeah, we could put Indonesia, the literal Indonesian flag on what looks like a government building. But yeah, I still need to watch the recap video. But I don't know if San Marino does anything. Or nope. Made the mistake of saying a country when I'm supposed to pick another one, and almost clicked on it. Let's do it. All right. Oh no. Oh well. This is Amsterdam. Dutch plate. Dutch. WDIG saying we have it unlocked. Their song is actually about Italy. Wait, so A, they are in it, which I wasn't 100% expecting. B, why is it about Italy? I don't know much about the San Marinian identity, really, now that I think about it. Like, I don't know how they think of themselves in relation to the rest of Italy. Or within Europe, like... Are they in NATO? No, right? San Marino's not in NATO. Is San Marino in NATO? Oh no! It's not in NATO! Not part of the alliance, along with other microstates like Andorra, Liechtenstein, Monaco, and Vatican City. Man, I guess you really don't need to be part of NATO if you're surrounded by a NATO country. What are the Russians gonna do? Paradrop into San Marino? Which way do we go here? Let's go this way. WDIG saying it was an Italian song that went viral, and San Marino chose to send it as their entry. That feels unoriginal. Well, that is unoriginal. That's lazy. Is that a European plate? I can't tell. The cat saying you should try to visit one day. San Marino's a quirky country to go to. I know, I'd be English, left-hand drive. Didn't expect that. It would be an interesting one to go to. Definitely. Okay, .au. Oh, this is nice. Anyone object to Australia? .au. Oh, there was one thing. Just like look at the happy 10th birthday, Max. In Almaty, in this square, they had those kind of Little Tikes cars that you could they let like 3-year-olds drive around, those things, and they had those, but they were remote controlled, so the parents controlled them, and there was like a 6-month-old in one of them, and for a good couple minutes we fully thought the 6-month-old was driving and just trying to mow over the pigeons, and we losing our minds laughing at this 6-month-old chasing the pigeons, and until we realized the parents were controlling it. And Kat saying, yeah, go there someday to conquer your PTSD of losing the streak on it. Honestly, that would be a really funny thing to do. Just go for the meme. Go to the exact spot that we lost it on. Like the site of my greatest humiliation. This is Spanish. But where? Fun fact, many countries speak Spanish, not just Spain. That's an Argentine plate. That's an Argentine plate. That's an Argentine plate. Yeah. I was going to do the whole, do we think this is Argentina? It wasn't necessary. Those were Argentinian plates. Yeah. WDIG saying I saw Piranha, so Argentina. Yep. Oh, got some snow. This is going to be in Cyrillic. Nope. But it does say Ontario. Ontario, California. United States of America. Let's do it. JK. Canada. Neighbors to the north. Yeah, Cat saying yes. Ontario, California. That's what all that snow was. Slim saying cursed Soviet Canada. I fully thought it was going to be Bulgarian snow coverage for a second. That's not a real flag. These are not real flags. These are like municipal flags or something. But this kind of looks like Spain. So this dumpster should have something on it. Yep, look at that. A royal crest, which looks Portuguese. This is Portuguese right here. This is Portugal. Boom. Yeah, Cat saying, yeah, not real flags. Exactly, just fake flags. Municipal, county, region flags. Yeah, stop sign is in English. Other signs are in Portuguese. That's not, but the other sign, the dumpster was. Anyone object to Portugal, which is the only possible answer here. Yeah, Parque Dam. I'm not going to try to pronounce Portuguese. It's too hard. Let's do it. Christopher like saying trash cans, gold, and GeoGuessr for real. I'm still super proud of last week. Spawning in, being like, this is Auckland, let me find a bin, and then finding the Auckland bin. I'm very proud of that moment. Yeah, Cat's saying this looks nice. This does look very nice. This might be somewhere to add to the interesting places channel on the Discord. Yeah, for real. Ooh, excuse me. For real, Christopher, like, send me here now. Get me away from the sirens. 24/7. I'm thinking Norway. What's everyone else thinking? Like, I just, like, turn... Okay, well, the mountain that was over here just felt very Norwegian. It looked like a Norwegian mountain. Let's keep on moving. Ooh, that's spicy. That is not the plate I expected to see. That's not European. No, I do fully agree, Cats. We need more clues. That is right-hand drive. Yeah. Right-hand drive, not European. Chile, United States, Canada. We might be in the Americas. Sun is over here to the northwest. This, I think, could be Chile. Yeah, Cat saying Chile or Argentina. They didn't have an Argentine plate, that's for sure. So let's see, where do we end up going? Hold on. What language is on that sign? Does that say par? Yeah, it says pare. This is Chile. Or Peru. Could be Peru. Yeah, Christopher like saying could be Peru. You're so right. Ah, that's annoying. That is a frustrating moment. Alright, let's check out what's going on up here then. Oh man. Is this Claro? Yep. Yep, 100% South America then. I think that's a Chilean plate rather than a Peruvian plate, but I'm not 100% sure of that. I think this looks significantly more Chilean than it does Peruvian. But I'm not confident. Bienvenidos a Caleta Tortel. This looks Chilean. Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah, this is almost certainly Chile. I feel like that says .cl right there. Gotta be. Anyone object to that? Yeah, cat saying .cl. This just has to be Chile. I am so disappointed at all the Chilean flag. At all the times I have been to Chile and not been here. This is stunning. Yep, Chile. Alright, making a note of where this is. So we went through here. So, Tortel. Let's just, Tortel. Chile. Look at this. This is stunning. Yeah, exactly, Christopher. Like, this is a must visit. Look, wow. Look at that. I've never seen that in a single Chilean travel guide. Anything. Hold on. What is the... Okay, it's not giving us the weather. Tortel, Chile. Weather. Summer. I would love to know if you can swim in that lake. Oh, yeah, July is the winter there. I keep forgetting that. Ooh, only up to 57. All right, yeah, you're not swimming in that lake. Oh well. Katsing looks lovely, but might be hard to get into. It does look pretty isolated. I'm not sure how you would. Actually. Yeah, no, that's pretty isolated. Probably from El Chalten. That's a popular spot, but even from there, no, the road doesn't even. Yeah, that might be a long walk for a short drink of milk. All right, what are we doing now? That says nothing. But still, that was wow. Yeah, exactly, Christopher. Like, pit stop on the way to Ushuaia. Is that German? Yes. With a not Czech, that Swiss web address. Anyone object? Katsing, Switzerland. Let's do it. Christopher Lexington, Swiss. Love it. All right. This is Latin America. This is Chile again. I say that as, yeah. I am confident that this is Chile again. My big brain is telling me. The plates look correct. The general scenery. We can ignore the Venezuelan flag, because I think that's the Chilean flag right there. Right? Let's look at this. This is... Yeah, we can ignore the Venezuelan flag. That's the Chilean flag next to it. This is Chile. This is a Venezuelan place in Chile. It's that easy sometimes. Pancho Villa. Box sushi. Yep. Cat saying, yep, Chile. Let's do it. Love it. Easy. Easy dub. Yay, random field in Europe. Oh, boy. Let's go this way. Got a little house. 2 little houses with a Kia EU plate. Who saw that coming? Keep on moving. Ooh, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Yep, exactly, Christopher. Like, due for a middle of nowhere. What's that say? Bingarten. I have no idea what language that is. Absolutely no idea. And Liger free. Or fry. I know I say that word wrong. German? I mean, this isn't exactly Austria. Or Switzerland. Yep, Christopher likes saying German. Cat saying might be German. This could be Germany. What's this say here? Yes, that is German. Yeah. I'm very confident that this is Germany. So let's keep going here. Bayreuth, Chemnat, Gutenberg. Gutenberg's Germany, isn't it? Christopher likes saying studied German in high school, FYI. Crazy lore drop. And waiting till now to drop that lore. Gutenberg is Germany. Yeah. Katz is saying Gutenberg is Germany. Let's do it. Awesome. All right. We are somewhere that uses euros. Lunch o'clock. Your light lunch o'clock. Out. This people always just use random English. It's just random English, and then it's not an English-speaking country, and then it's like, how do people understand what's happening? I get it in Europe, where English is a little more well-known. But, okay. Every corner is a completely different vibe. That's... What is happening? I didn't expect this. Yeah, this is French. Yeah, Cat saying France, W-Dig saying French. Let's just make sure it isn't Belgium. I can just look at the cars. This is Belgium. They have Belgian plates. Yeah, this is 100% Belgium. W-Dig saying wait dot Belgium. Oh, you saw that somewhere? Regardless, it is Belgium. See, watch this. Boom. Charleroi. I have actually been here. In Charleroi. On a bus. Briefly. They stopped at the bus station and I went inside a mall to get a sandwich. And that was the extent of my experience in Belgium. Though from what I hear, that's kind of all you need to see. That way or this way. Let's go this way. The hill makes it... Neither direction looked good, but this one had the slight hill, so you never know it could be over the hill. Oh, no, not one of these ones where it just turns you around the whole time. Okay, let's go up this pathway here. Come on. And we got cows. It's just random European field. Yep. Awesome. Alright. Let's head on back to that road. Exactly, Christopher. Like, I was waiting for you to say it. Mo. W. Dick saying maybe Switzerland.
What's making you think that?
It's really just like a... There's nothing significant happening here that we can use to identify anything. Bike. Just meandering around. Cow grate. Oh, wait. W. Dig, you might have had it right on the money. Is that a Swiss flag? It is.
I'm happy to go with that. Anyone object to Switzerland? Yep. Christopher likes saying Swiss. Let's do it. I'm trying to... There we go. Got it. Right on the money. Love it. Oh, wow.
Very close to France. W. Dig saying, could that be Austria, actually?
Too late. We already did it. Oh, boy. I think we've had this one.
I think we had this and it was Pakistan. Okay, this is... Okay. W. Dig is saying, yeah, I was going to say, that's good. There was... Okay, let's read that sign. There was the... Okay. Yeah, the Arabic here. Can't read that, but... Yep, there we go. Perfect. That's
massively helpful. Anyone object to Pakistan here? We have the Pakistani flag in the distance.
Yep, Christopher likes saying Pakistan. Let's do it. Awesome. Yeah, we've had that one. And back to Switzerland, maybe? Is it really that easy? Could be Austria. I'm not even going to read the van. Yeah, W. Dig saying yes. Swiss again. Not reading the van. Let's come down off the hill. It's not Switzerland.
Anyone know what language that is? Because I don't.
Yeah, W. Dig saying or not. This is Balkans. That was surprising. Yep, Cat saying yes, Balkans. Could this be Slovenia? Getting a Slovenian vibe here. Yeah, I got the private property part. I just couldn't figure out the language. Ossetic. I very much feel like... Ooh, that yawn snuck up on me. Pokopaulis. Yeah, W. Dig saying Slovenia or Croatia. I'm on Team Slovenia here. It just looks more Slovenian, I feel. The language didn't seem Croatian. Yeah, Christopher likes saying Slovenia. These hill roads are a nightmare. And end of the road. Awesome. That's confusing. Because not only do they have the Great Britain sticker, that is a British plate. This car has been driven here from the United Kingdom. That's confusing. Talk about a red herring. Let's go into town. Yep, Slovenian flag right there. Anyone object? I feel like that's pretty solid evidence there. Ugh, not even that tired. Yeah, W. Dixon, good call. Let's do it. Yeah, really not tired at all. I don't know where the yawns are coming from. Because I even, the other night, Asia, but where? Oh, is that a Singapore? Yeah, that's the Singapore font. This is Singapore. Anyone object to that? Yep, Singapore. This is Singapore. Let me find it. W. Dick saying, yep, Singapore. Boom. Sick. But yeah, as I was saying the other night, Sammy Marco's joining in saying hi. Hello, Sammy Marco. Good to see you in the chat. It was I ended up sleeping 12 hours on Friday because I went to sleep like 11:30, passed out, nice night of sleep, woke up at 4 in the morning because the rain was hitting my air conditioner, woke me up, and I was like, my back hurts and I can't fall back asleep because of this stupid rain. I'll take an Advil PM at 4 in the morning, which then knocked me out for 8 more hours after I'd already had 4. So I kind of whoopsied my way into 12 hours of sleep. Sammy Marco saying, sorry I'm late, had a call with potential roommates. That's exciting. That is exciting, but you're only not bad. Nah, dude, that is... You're about to enter a very interesting state of life. I mean, that's super exciting. How are the potential new roommates? Is that another Kenyan plate? Yeah, W. Dig saying that stuff's no joke. No, for real, I've learned the hard way. I feel like I never notice how much that stuff actually knocks you out because I'm just like, oh, I slept. I sleep every day. That thing killed me. I woke up thinking it was like 7:30. I was like, oh, it's so early. Why are there so many noises outside? Blah, blah, blah. 7:30 on a Saturday. Blah, blah, blah. Look at my phone. Noon. I'm like, Like I'd set aside the entire day for editing, and it was already noon. Did make good progress, though. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some voiceovers filmed before I fly to the Philippines next weekend. I'm seriously feeling Kenya here. Airtel money. Let's see. Yeah, Airtel. Pretty sure these are the same plates we saw in Kenya earlier. This is also a similar van to what we saw in Kenya earlier. It's English, which makes sense. I'm very much Team Kenya here. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, .ke. Yeah, Kenya Medical Training College. Christopher likes saying Kenya. Let's do it. Love it. We're 12 away from 60, which is what I was hoping to get earlier today. This is, I mean, we shouldn't have to move here. Deco 2021. This feels former Soviet. That could be the Albanian ambassador's residence. I don't know if this really feels like Tirana. We're gonna have to move. Yeah, Cat's saying not Tirana. Okay, that's much worse now. This is, wow, this is horrible coverage. Why are we... No. Get out. Get out. Normal coverage. Okay, cool. Who said Hungary? Yeah, Cat said Hungary. I think you might be right. Yeah, Hungary might have been here. This might be Budapest. Yeah, WDig saying, yeah, Budapest. Let's do it then. I didn't realize it was so wide, but yeah, Hungarian flag there. This is expansive. The image of Budapest I have is always of the Danube, and there's the parliament right on the river with the nice bridge, and I've never seen it like this. Awesome. But yeah, Sammy Marco saying roommates were cool. Good building too. Just got to talk to the parents. Awesome. Love that. I guess let's go here. Feeling Anzac. I'm definitely wrong in saying that. It's going to be Dutch. Oh, no, nope. These aren't European plates. I might have been right. Ayo. Big brain. Let's... Okay, wait. Need to find a car again that I can see the steering wheel of. No, that's right-hand drive. That's confusing. That's really confusing. I have no idea where this is. Okay, let's leave there, because that freaked me out. What language is on this sign? Tingstedet. Semi Marco saying Denmark. That could line up with Tingstedet. So let's go look at these houses now. Hajvarv. Yeah. Again, potentially Denmark. WD saying Iceland? Question mark? Maybe. There's just a labyrinth of suburbs. Why are the plates not European? Doesn't make... Wait. The piece of string. Danish flag. Got it. Oh, that feels like that's a really good stretch. Okay. Yes. People saying Denmark. Let's do it. I'm just that much bigger part of Denmark out there. Nice. We're at 50, only 10 away from this one's gonna suck. Sun's to the northwest. We're in the southern hemisphere. Could have told you that without seeing the sun. Alright. Well, I don't want to drive with the sun in my eyes, so let's go this way. This one's going to be tough. It's just desolate. I can see you out again. Man. This sucks. Alright, let's start zooming. So there's not going to be anything of note for a while. Just zooming along. No signs, no nothing. Just dirt and grass. How exciting. Let's look at these trees. Nothing notable. Let's keep going. Now we're in darkness. Very fun. Anyone have anything exciting coming up this week? Because whatever it is going to be significantly more exciting than this. Just dirt. Dirt rolling on by. So fun. Just more dirt. I'm sure the person who went out here to photograph this was having a great time. Ooh, Sammy Marco saying math test on Tuesday. Lots of study tomorrow. Good luck. I remember the passing math bit is one of the conditions for you going to Virginia Tech. So, big ups. Best of luck. Christopher likes saying Argentina, Australia, Chile. Could be any of them. Exactly. Made myself kind of nauseous in the chair there for a second, leaning back and forth. I did not eat as much as I thought I did before the stream started, and now my stomach's starting to go rogue to the extent that leaning back in the chair causes nausea. So we love that. Here you go, more dirt. More dirt. Super exciting. I will use this opportunity to have some trail mix. Nope, now we're going backwards. This one in particular is dangerous because this is just candy. This is, oh, come on. It's annoying. The one that I previously showed was like cashews and, what was it, dried, oh no, we're out of coverage. This might be really bad. This could be really, really bad. We're going to go back to the start. And we just have to hope we have coverage in the other direction. So, let's go. But yeah, the last one I had cashews and dried fruits. Craisins. They were craisins. Wait, is that a sign or is it a tree? It's a tree. Or it's something. Cat saying, just close my luggage, it's so heavy. Hopefully I'm still under 23 kgs, 50 pounds. Yikes. I feel like you're always under. I feel like you're always good. You definitely know. Like if it's 50 pounds, you're like, oh my god, I can't lift this. Right? Was that a sign back there? There's a telephone wire. Yeah, see, you can still lift it, you're good. But yeah, this trail mix is like, it's just M&M's, chocolate chips, the cranberry, M&M's, chocolate chips, caramel chips, and like 3 peanuts. It's just candy. Oh, look, a house. So I do not like that I have this one. But I have it, and it must be finished. And that's illegible. Awesome. There goes the trail mix. Oh, the candy. Gotta kill the nausea. Cat's flying WestJet. Seen them before, but never flown them. Don't know how solid they are. Okay, similar to Air Canada. We are really just out here, aren't we? Alright. Start getting your guesses ready. This'll be a doozy. Got these. Sun's setting now. Can we go in any of these? I feel like this is how we get lost. By going in one of these directions. No, we can't anyway. Wait. Oh. This is huge, and this is oriented for left-hand drive, so this is going to be English on the sign. We are in South Africa. Yeah. That is Afrikaans. Water went down the wrong pipe. That's the worst feeling. Awesome. Yep, South Africa. Oh, and it's even worse because I accidentally hit abs way too hard the other day. So when I cough, it hurts my core, and I'm like, just multiple layers of pain. Okay. Ab nach Haus. I'm not gonna do that. That's German. Oh, I didn't see .at. Did it say that, WDig? Where'd you see that? I mean, I'm happy to take your word. Oh, on the truck. Trucks move. Trucks move. We can't be doing that. The whole purpose of a truck is to go somewhere. I saw a .de truck in Kyrgyzstan. We cannot be trusting the trucks. And now we're off the highway, which I guess is better. Okay, now there's a .at. Now I can confidently say Austria. Anyone object to Austria? I feel like we're good there. Yeah, exactly. We're safe. Awesome. All right. Yay! Let's go look at these signs up here. I feel like we're very far north. And it feels like this sign keeps getting further and further away. Oh, that's because the thing that I think is a sign is a truck that is actually getting further and further away. Whoops. Well, this way. Here's a sign. Grounds Clint. No idea what that is. But definitely Scandinavian of a sort. You know? W did saying Sweden, Estonia vibes. I was honestly kind of leaning Norway. What else do we see? Here we go. Swedish. What's that web address? I think that's just .com. Oh well. Yeah. Okay, WDig saying that's definitely Swedish. I'm happy to just send Sweden. It makes sense. Oh. Yep, there we go. The 2 pieces of string. Is that Ukrainian? I think that's Ukrainian. No, it is Swedish. Yeah, just as WDig says we need a ribbon flag. I think that's Ukrainian. I really can't tell. Yeah, it is. It is. The end of it has a... Yeah, that's... But maybe that means Sweden... Like... What? Because it's the same colors? I'm a little thrown. I think it's meant to have a double meaning.
I think it's like you drive by and you're like, oh, it's Sweden, and then you look at it closely and like, oh, Slava Ukraine.
I think we do it. I agree, W Dig. Let's send. There we go. Yep, Sweden. Oh, Gotland. Interesting. More wilderness. What's this sign here? Is this a Finnish sign? It looks like a Finnish sign. Can't tell. We keep going. The trees look Finnish. Yep, W Dig saying yep, Finland. Whoa. We are stuck. Let's just look for one more sign that's a bit clearer. I think there was one right here. I think. W Dig saying not everyone vanishing. Yes, everyone's just so focused. That's all it is. That no one needs to type. I can't read it. I'm actually not convinced that that's Finnish. Oh. People below me just started cooking. I can smell it. Just smells like grease. Christopher likes saying Finland, question mark. Alright. I mean... Oh, hold up. Let's see what we see here. Nothing new. Let's do it. This is why we don't get a triple-digit streak, but we got it. Alright, 6 more. This should be nice and easy. Nope, can't read that. That says stop. Over here, what is going on? +3.6. I have no idea where that is. This looks like it's in German. Nope, that's not German. That's Hungarian, maybe. Let's keep going. I want to read that. Is that Hungarian? Yep. Okay, W Dig saying yes. Let's do it. Yep. Oh, wow. Right on the border. Okay. Netherlands? No. It's not. These are not Dutch plates. They're European plates, but not Dutch. I'm starting to think this is Eastern Europe. Where might we be? The houses look very Dutch. Like, I'm not... It feels like the Netherlands, and I totally just missed signs with words on them, but there will be more. Here we go. That's Dutch. What? Am I going insane? What is happening here? Why is this... Things aren't adding up. W Dig saying Sweden. Saying it's Nordic. It's... yeah, but it... confused. Stop it. No, yeah, I agree, Christopher. Like, this is a nice neighborhood. It's seems nice and quiet. I'm just thrown. I think Sweden's a good shot here. Exactly. Need another ribbon flag. Unless we can read these cars here. Yep, .se. That's done. Anyone object to that? Sweden? Pretty much got it there. The whole fleet is parked out here with the Sweden web address. Let's do it. Love it. What, Malmo or... Helsingborg. Okay. Interesting. Let's go this way. Actually, no. There's like alarm bells going off in my head about that direction. I don't know why. Let's go this way. Move through the forest. I'm not... Okay, we got kids hanging out. Really have no clues yet. The sun's to the west, which just means it's setting. Northwest a bit. Flat. This is... WDig's saying somewhere in Southeast Asia. That is a large area to cover, though. We need to get out. Oh, here we go. Civilization. Perfect. And... okay, that's helpful. No, I wanted to read that big sign. Where'd the big sign go? Yep, I completely agree. Malaysia or Indonesia. Which one, though? Can't tell what's on there. Simi Marco asking Ewan, did you do a study abroad during your college days? I did. Oh, wait. Spuro. No, not helpful. WD Sam, I guess, is Indonesia. Awesome. Out of coverage. No, I did not. English. Makes me think more Malaysia. Not for any particular reason. Just never did. Just didn't. Like, if I were to walk back in my thinking, I think there was no semester that I really felt like leaving DC. Yeah. And then COVID kind of killed like 3 semesters. So that was kind of that. Man, that's all the coverage we get of the town, is it? Oh no. Yeah, exactly, WDig. The travel schedule makes up for it. It was there was advice I got like my sophomore year from someone who knew people who were older, and it was, don't go abroad in college to travel, because then you have homework and assignments and studying. Wait until you're out of college to do it. Is that the right answer? Who knows? I don't think there is one right answer. But I am glad to have done it the way I did it. It worked for me. But now we gotta go all the way. Okay, let's just go back to the start. And go this way this time. Kat saying I didn't travel when I was in university. I waited until I got my job. Yeah, it's also much more... It's the same cost, but it's a lot harder to eat that cost when you're in college. It's like... I was explaining this to a friend yesterday.
I kind of like lifeflation. Like what was expensive in college isn't as expensive as an adult, you know? A number that you'd be like, in college is more like, ooh, once you have a job, if that makes sense. Lifeflation. Could also be, what's the word? Lifestyle bleed. Yep, can't read that. Oh, Republic Indonesia. There we go. Anyone objects to Indonesia? I think we're good. Yep, W. Dig saying Indonesia, send. Let's do it. Wander saying I studied abroad during the summer. That's a really good idea. Classes were lighter and I had fun, but I was an English major and didn't have a good reason to go abroad during the school year. That's fair. And I feel like you're also not giving up a semester on campus, and you're just kind of able to, you can take like an extra class or two and then you lighten your course load during the year. I feel like that's the perfect way to do it, Wanderer. Punto de reunión. Like the accent there. The Spanish. Ooh, this is nice. Oh, Wonder saying it was cheaper too. That's nice. I've seen some summer program packages that are just like ridiculous at $10,000, and you do 2 days in Rome and 2 days in Paris and 2 days in Budapest, and the school takes you to all these, and it's like, I can do it myself for a third of the cost. Christopher likes saying, send me there. I know. Look at this beach. Well, it's not really a beach. Look at the water. Yep, still Spanish. I would say this is more Central America, Caribbean. W. Digson had a few mini study abroads, 2 to 3 weeks in Czechia and Sweden, but didn't want to go for a whole semester. That's fair. That is so fair. Oh, why has that happened? Okay, let's go back on that main road. But that's cool, and I feel like it's a good amount of time. Like, you get to experience the area without committing to a country that you realize you didn't like. It does seem like a ton of fun, though. Everyone I know who went abroad loved it. Menuet saying hi. Just popped in to say hello and see where you all got to. Hello, Menuet. Welcome in. We're at 57. Trying to shoot for 60 by the end of the stream in 13 minutes. .do. Dominican Republic? That doesn't make sense. Would it not be .dr? Or am I just... Yeah, W. Dick saying Dominican Republic. What are... .do? Yeah, Cat's asking if that's Dominican Republic. The Spanish does check out. Okay. There's nowhere else it would be. I'm looking at my map of the world. Name another Spanish-speaking country that starts with D. That could be DO. There isn't one. It has to be the Dominican Republic. Right? Someone stop me if you... Christopher likes saying DO is Dominican Republic. Alright, let's do it. Nice. Santo Domingo. That looked nice. That was a cool spot. This looks like the Netherlands. .be. Just one country off. Anyone object to Belgium? Nice and easy one. We're getting there. We'll be worn away in a second. Yep, Cat saying Belgium. Let's do it. Love it. Alright, pressure's on. This is for 60. Get a random highway. European plate. Who could have seen that coming? Yes, very heavy Belgium showing today. Indeed, W-Dig. We had like 2 or 3
I want to read these signs. Bar menu. Wait, are we in left hand? We're on left hand drive. I should have clocked that immediately. Yep, cat saying left side. Literally. Okay, this is about the easiest possible round. All right. Ireland. Cat saying Ireland. Anyone object to that? I think we're good here. Unless we're in like New Zealand and someone has that's probably like a county flag. YOLO. Yep, there we go. Yeah, Menuet saying Ireland for 200. No, that's the thing, WDig. It didn't look Irish. It was weird. It looked German. But c'est la vie, as the Germans say. I should not laugh at my own. It wasn't even a joke. Sammy Marco saying summer's internship time, though. Yeah, internship abroad. And then you just say on your resume, like, that it was a lot more intense than it was. Smarter, not harder. 14 insurgents. Taliban. What? What? Where are we? Okay. This is the Nigeria follow car, I think. What side are they driving on? That's left-hand drive. I don't actually think this is Nigeria. Yeah, that car isn't following us anymore. Why did that van say 14 insurgents Taliban? I'm stuck on that. That was everyone in the chat's like, what is this van? What? It's so weird. Menuet saying we've had this camera truck with the snorkel before, but I can't remember where. That is a meta too, like the snorkel on the truck. It does look like the Kenya round we had. You're right. Kenya coat of arms right here. It should be good. Anyone object to Kenya? I still don't know why that van was here, but yeah. Sammy Marcos saying internships abroad sound really hard to secure. That's why you gotta do well in math class, and then you show them your good math grades, and they're like, Sammy Marco, please come to the Czech Republic and study abroad here. Let's do Kenya. So that's big brain. You gotta apply GeoGuessr brain. You gotta use the smarts acquired from this, apply them in your studies, and then use that to show employers abroad that you have a big brain. Christopher likes saying, remind me to avoid that van. Yeah, that's sounds like a good idea. That's 14 whole insurgents in one van. That's like a clown car of a Taliban van. That was so weird. .is, this is Iceland. Imagine going to Kenya. Like, that is so not out of the realm of possibility for, like, any of us to go to Kenya, be walking around, and see a van that says 14 insurgents Taliban on it. Like, if I'd seen that when I was in Senegal, I would have lost my mind. I would have walked right back to the hotel. I'd be like, nope, not today. Yep, WDig and Sammy Marcos saying, yep, Iceland. Let's do it. Come on, guess. 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 Why isn't it letting me do that? Okay, refresh. Okay, I think it's counting it as having got it. Private property, no trespassing. So we can only go one way. Oh, concrete road, English, Philippines. Yeah, Kat saying, yeah, I saw many unique fans in Kenya. What a place. And Sammy Marco saying going to Kenya isn't in my realm of possibility. Maybe someday. Maybe you get your abroad internship in Nairobi. They're like, this Sammy Marco guy and his train videos. Get him to Nairobi. Let's read this. Or we will not be reading that. Come on. Losing my mind. Come on. This is almost certainly the Philippines, though, right? Concrete road, English. Keep on going. Click, 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 click. Yep, just a random house. Kat saying, I joined a safari tour starting from Nairobi to Victoria Falls last year. That sounds awesome. That's far, too. Is that when you went to Malawi? Is that... Excuse me. That must have been really cool. Keep on going, keep on going. Oh. Okay. Not helpful. Anyone see? Yeah. Yeah, Cat's saying Philippines. That's what I figured. Let's just do it. Okay, yeah, we passed by Malawi. It's a unique experience, you should say. Why was that? Okay, Philippine currency. Yep, there we go. Hoteli. I'm not going to make an attempt at the second word. Baltics, though, right? W. Dig saying Finnish. I'm happy to YOLO that. Yeah, these are Finnish looking signs here. Yeah, that's a Finnish sign. Come on. Come on. Come on. Christopher like asking why are there so many degraded signs in Africa? What do you mean? Like just economic reasons? Yep, Christopher likes saying Finland, let's do it. Cat saying Malawi is very poor, but people there are still happy. There were power outages and barely had internet while we were there, but I enjoyed it. That's nice. I think it's super interesting seeing places like that. Like, I remember I brought it up the 2 or 3 other times we've talked about Malawi on the stream, but like it's poor to the extent that it was like an actual issue when the government bought a helicopter. Like, that's how little money they have. And then the helicopter crashed. With the president in it, if I remember correctly. I think this is Argentina. No, these aren't Argentine plates. I think these are Chilean plates. I think we are in Chile. Do I have evidence of that? Not really. Very little evidence. Yeah, there was something else I was going to say on Malawi, but I forget. Just interesting place. It's pockets of the world like that really interest me. There's Dr. Congo. I'm fairly confident this is Chile. It feels like Chile. The plates are right. Where's the sun? Sun's to the north. It's the right vibe. Yeah, Cat's saying I can see the huge difference when the roads are nicer in neighboring Tanzania and Zambia. The roads are bad there in Malawi. Yeah, I'd imagine. Rough place. I was looking earlier at this multi-city flight. It was like New York, Johannesburg, Kigali. No, New York, Kigali, Johannesburg, New York. And it was like $5,700. I was like, what part of this is driving that up? That is absolutely ridiculous. Menuet saying, has anyone seen the YouTube video going around where a young lady was making it clear that she thought anyone thinking Hawaii is a state is dumb? What? Cat saying also many people are walking on the side of the road there. Yeah, that makes sense. What's this? Material suelto. What's this here? Yeah. Puente what? Puente Angosto. So it is Spanish, which feeds my Chile theory. But the thing you're bringing up, Menu, it reminds me of that video. I don't know if anyone's seen it, of the Spirit Airlines employee at the check-in desk asking people for their passports. Like, this is in the U.S. Asking people for their passports to fly to Puerto Rico. And they were arguing with her, and they're like, Puerto Rico's part of the U.S. Like, we don't need our passports. And she's like, no, it's not. Puerto Rico's a country. I need your passports. And they're like, and it was this whole argument. And it's so painful to watch because anyone with half a brain is like, yes, Puerto Rico. Anyone with half a brain and who would have the context of like living in the United States to know that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. I wouldn't expect like a random European to know that, but if you're from the States, like, come on. Christopher Lake saying, why would anyone think that of Hawaii? Was it a statement on... Is it meant to be like, oh, Kingdom of Hawaii, independent, or is it actually like, Hawaii's not a state? Like, is it ignorance or a statement? I'm so certain this is Chile, but I don't have hard evidence. What if I just did it? What if I just YOLO'd it at the end of the stream, 10 p.m. and... Oh no. Someone let you in pick Chile without hard evidence. Sammy Marco saying YOLO in all caps. I think it's Chile. Katz is saying don't YOLO. But what if I know it's Chile? Menuet saying at Christopher, like, the UV damage has become stronger and causes the damage. Yeah, people are real smart. Big brain. Christopher, like, saying don't YOLO. Sammy Marco saying let's find Spanish, then YOLO. We saw Spanish. We did see Spanish. Oh yeah, that's a good point. W Dick saying no stream next week anyway. I say do it. Gotta send me off to the Philippines on a positive one. I'm confident. You know what? It could be Uruguay though. W Dig saying, why am I kind of thinking Arge though? It's not. The plates don't match Argentina. I know, Cats. I want to reach the 3-digit streak. We shouldn't YOLO it. Sammy Marco saying, gosh, you're going to the Philippines already? That means next time we meet, I'll be done with the semester. That means we'll know if you pass math or not. So next stream, which will be the Monday of the future, I don't know the day, we will know if Sammy Marco's going to VT. Manuet saying it was an entire diatribe about Hawaii being an island and has its own culture and language and no place gives out lays in the airport. That is the dumbest reason possible. The lays part. The culture and language, yes. Lays at the airport being of three, you're picking three things to build your point off of, and lays at the airport. Big brain. Cat saying, I won't be here on the next two streams unless I'm awake in the middle of the night. Fair enough. We will miss you, Cats. Though I think we'll be getting the return of Ill Tired. So you two kind of, well, you go in one way, Ill Tired. Well, I guess you're both kind of going the same way. But anyway, with that, as we were just saying, no stream next week. I will likely be on a plane somewhere over the Pacific during the stream. So not happening, or no, I think I will have. Doesn't matter. I will not be in New York, so no stream. Stream after that when we move to a Monday. The calendar is up to date as of now in the Discord. I would go off that. That is always the source of truth. I go in there and I edit it as soon as I know that something's getting changed. So we have that. W Diggs saying safe travels to you and Cats. Thank you, W Diggs. Everyone's saying safe travel. Semi Marco saying Monday the 12th you think is next. That I believe is correct. Just knowing the Philippines dates. But with that, have a wonderful night, everybody, and a wonderful next 2 weeks until I see you all again on Monday, May 12th. So I will see you then. Awkwardly ending the stream. Looking over at it, and there we go.